Beneath the surface, ***. Chapter 1. The seed of an exit. My name is Rachel Klein. I'm 33, a trauma nurse, a mother of 2, Lena and Mason. And until last spring I was a wife. To the world I looked content. Stable job, 2 healthy kids, and a husband who'd never cheated or raised his voice. But that illusion had cracks no one else could see. And quietly, methodically I planned my escape. The idea began like a whisper, something subtle, something just under the surface. It came during a routine shift change, watching a colleague transfer to oncology. Better hours, higher pay, more career mobility. That moment stuck with me, not for the professional upgrade, but because it presented a window. I went home that night and told my husband, Ethan, that I was considering going back to school to specialize in oncology nursing. It would mean reducing my hours at the hospital, I said casually. But in the long run, it'll double my income. He didn't even hesitate. Whatever you need, Rach, he said, cupping my hand. We'll make it work. That moment sealed it. The plan I'd kept quietly tucked away was finally in motion. 1. Enroll in certification. 2. Drop my hospital shifts. 3. Let Ethan shoulder the financial burden. 4. Finish the program, land a better job. 5. Divorce him when I no longer needed him. 2 years. That was the timeline. I had no intention of staying stuck in a life that felt more like obligation than love. I'd seen women drained by divorce, scraping together change for rent, dragging their kids through emotional wreckage. That wouldn't be me. No, I would land on my feet, with a better job, stability, and full control of my life. Ethan would never see it coming. Chapter 2. The performance. I mastered the script. Mornings began with kisses on the cheek. Coffee brewed just the way he liked it. I asked about his deadlines, his coworkers, his boss. I smiled when I didn't mean it. Every evening, I'd sit at the table with books open, highlighting paragraphs I already knew by heart. And when he'd bring me tea or offer to take the kids to the park, I'd reward him with a soft, rehearsed smile. But inside, I was counting down the days. On social media, I posted tributes. Forever grateful for this man, type captions. Photos of Ethan cleaning the playroom or folding laundry. Women in the comments envied me. I wanted to scream. They didn't see the nights I stared at the ceiling, feeling suffocated. They didn't see the version of Ethan that had grown dull to me. How he tuned me out when I brought up my dreams. How he gave just enough affection to keep the illusion alive. I told myself, this is how you survive. You're not cruel. You're just calculating. Chapter 3, The Shift. 6 months into the program, cracks formed in my perfectly curated act. Ethan started asking more questions. Not aggressive ones, but gently probing. You've been distant lately. Is everything okay? I blamed it on burnout. School's intense, I said. I just need to focus. He responded by doing more. Taking the night feedings with Mason, helping Lena with math homework. He even started cooking, albeit terribly. I should have felt touched. Instead, I felt trapped. Where was this energy when I cried in the bathroom 2 years ago? Where was this support when I asked him to go to counseling and he shrugged it off? I started picking at his flaws like loose threads. How he chewed too loudly, how he dressed like a man twice his age, how he missed emotional cues like they weren't even spoken. It wasn't fair. But it made what I was doing easier. Chapter 4. The Reveal. It unraveled on a humid Thursday afternoon. Ethan came home early. Unannounced, arms full of groceries and a small bouquet he picked up just because. But what he walked in on was me and my best friend Betrayal, laughing on a video call. I didn't know he was in the hallway until I saw his reflection in the glass. And then I heard the words I'd just said echo like gunshots. Girl, he has no clue he's funding my whole exit strategy. Silence. Turned. His face was a storm. Silent, stunned, unreadable. He didn't shout. Didn't argue. He just nodded slowly, set the groceries on the counter and said, you don't need to pretend anymore. The divorce papers came 2 weeks later. He didn't contest anything. Split custody, assets divided cleanly, no drama. He didn't even look at me in the courtroom. It was like I'd been erased. Chapter 5. The fallout ***. I finished my program, but the job market had shifted. No position matched the salary I expected. Suddenly, I was working more hours for less than I earned before. The apartment I found was cramped, a far cry from the cozy home Ethan and I built. The kids adjusted faster than I did, especially to Ethan's new condo. Spacious, full of warmth. He lost weight, started wearing fitted clothes. I found out from a mutual friend that he was dating a lawyer named Elise who had 2 golden retrievers and a Pilates obsession. I was exhausted. The future I'd envisioned felt like a mirage. Did I regret leaving? No. I regret believing that control was the same as power. I regret thinking I could walk away clean. But most of all, I regret thinking Ethan was a pawn when he was actually just patient. I played my game with cold calculation. He played it with quiet dignity. And in the end, that's what people remember. Next time, I won't underestimate my opponent. Next time, I won't speak the plan out loud. And next time, there won't be a next time. 'Cause I finally understand what real freedom costs.